out the week. And I'm going to do it with you. So you can plan along with me if you want to plan along, get some ideas. I'm going to take you through the process that we go through every week. And I'm not actually at home, but my goal is to do this each week of the year, to take you along as I meal plan, because it is the main way that we are able to keep our family on the food budget that we are on, which is £500 a month for the 5 of us, for all our food, drink, on the go and at home. I would go crazy with the mental load of thinking about it, and we just would not stick to our budget if we didn't plan it out. So I'm going to just do it right now. There is nothing on my meal plan. I have not pre-done it, and I'm going to do it now with you. So if you want to do it with me and just do it together to get it done, grab a piece of paper and we're going to do it together. I'm meal planning on a Tuesday. I change up which day I do it on, depending on our life and when shopping is best and when our veg box comes and things like this. Our kind of budget week actually started yesterday, but we had enough leftovers to tie us over. So now I am planning for the rest of the week. So I still have a Monday through Sunday meal plan. This download is linked below in the description. It's free. You don't have to enter an email to get it or anything. It's just there in the blog post if you want to grab it and print it out. But I have breakfast, lunch and dinner for each day, and then a couple of other boxes. So this is where I start to use up. So I'm making sure that we're using up everything that is in our house so nothing goes to waste. Big budgeting key. And then I've got my to buy list and then my to spend box down at the bottom. So I took some bits, some Prosecco and cake to a friend's birthday last night, and bought a few staples like cheese and spent 30 yesterday at the shops. And then we also have a veg box coming, which is 30. So I've spent 60 so far this week. And our weekly budget is 125-ish pounds, which means I have left to spend 65. So I'm going to pop 65 down in that box just so I can see what I'm working with budget-wise. Then the next thing I'm going to do is actually just go through and make some notes on my Monday through Friday of what I even need. If I just plan 7 meals without thinking about our calendar and what is going on, I'm going to plan food we don't need or not plan enough if we're hosting. So I then just adjust this for what is actually happening in our week. So I know that on Sunday, my sister is going to be in town and I'm making dessert for 19 people. So someone else is doing the first course, but I am taking dessert for 19 people. So on the lunch on Sunday, I'm just going to make that little note that I need dessert for 19. We will think about what we are going to do there, but I just need dessert for 19 people. And then in the evening, I am on dinner duty, so I need a lot of pizza dough. So I need lots of pizza dough. Lots of pizza. So I'm just writing that in the kind of notes so I know the shape of the week, because otherwise we plan and then we waste food or we don't have enough and we're running back out to the shop, and that doesn't work in my week. So I'm getting a shape of the week and what is going on. We are having some neighbors over on Friday night. Neighbors we don't know, but we are trying to get to know the people that live close to us. So we need dinner for our family, but then they are coming over for dessert and drinks. They're bringing some drinks, we're doing dessert. So I need more dessert. This is dessert week because I also made a cake last night. I made the chocolate Guinness cake from Sally's Baking Addiction. 10 out of 10, it was absolutely fantastic. So I've got dessert on Friday, so I've noted that I need that. And then I'm thinking through, is there anything else happening in the week that I need to note? So my sister actually comes in on Saturday morning, so I think I won't need lunch, but I will take some bread, because there's a lot of us. Okay, so now I've kind of got the shape of my week. That's always the first thing that I do, so that I know that I'm planning for +2 or an extra dessert or not that meal, and then I can begin to put appropriate meals into the week. And I'm filming and everything we ate in the week this week, so afterwards you'll be able to see exactly what we ate all week and how this translates into real life. There is another one from the past linked in the caption if you want to see that. The next thing I do is go, what do we have to use up? So food wastage is a huge part of why people spend more money on their food than they need to. Statistically, so much food gets wasted and a lot of it happens in our kitchens. So if we can just avoid that without anything else, we will save money. So I know that cheese was one of the things I grabbed yesterday. So I've already got cheese, and then I've got some cooked rice and beans that are ready to be used up. I've also got half a cabbage that needs to be used up, and I have got a bag of carrots. So those are all my to use up things so that I can begin to work them into my meals. I ran into the kitchen before I left the house this morning because I'm not at home and made sure that I knew what I was doing, because I knew I was going to be shopping and making my meal plan before I went home again. So once I've done that, then my next step is we have certain meals in the week that are always repeated. So I've put in the extra bits that I need. I know my spending, I know what I'm using up. And then there are certain meals we always do. So on Saturday morning, we always do waffles, unless we have a really early start for football. It is a waffles morning. So we will make waffles then. And then on Saturday night, we usually will do a date night at home or a family pizza night, but it is just routinely always pizza. Everyone knows it's going to be pizza. It's really easy. We can make a batch of sourdough pizza the day before and just have very little prep on the Saturday, or we'll make a yeast pizza dough, but it is always pizza. So we'll pop that in there and then we rotate it through the seasons, put different things on top, use up leftovers, toss anything that's left over on top of the pizza, but that is always pizza. Then I am actually going to note in what we've already eaten, just so that I can balance things out. So I made granola. Usually we do granola on Monday and Tuesday. There are early mornings. We do an early morning station drop off for my husband. And so we do granola. So we did granola this morning. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and just start filling in different meals. Now I keep a master meal list, which helps me so much. Would highly recommend that, which is just a list of all the meals that we eat and then kind of any prep notes, how much it makes, and then I know about how expensive it is to make, so I can plop things in the right place. So I'm going to look at this and use up my to use up things first. So I've got rice and beans here. I'm going to put that in tonight. We have a busy night. It's late. We've got clubs and all the things going on. So I'm going to put in rice, beans, and cabbage slaw on Tuesday night. Rice, beans, and cabbage slaw on Tuesday night. Usually we will do dinner and then leftovers will be lunch the next day for whoever's at home, but I know there is not going to be enough of that to do leftovers. So we will not do leftovers of that. Last night we did the same thing. We had the rice and beans. And if you're new to meal planning, I would recommend keeping your meal plans so that you can pull out a previous meal plan and look at how much you had to spend, how you did, and just ideas, and rotate through what you did and what you ate. So we're doing rice and beans and cabbage slaw tonight. Then we will usually always do a mac and cheese night. We have 3 kids. Mac and cheese is a happy meal that they all love. It's easy. And then we'll throw in different meats or different veggies or things like that. So I think I'm going to put that tomorrow night and make double mac and cheese. And I know I've got a lot of broccoli coming in our veg box tomorrow. So we will do that twice in a row. We'll do mac and cheese and broccoli. And then I love to put a lentil salad on the side to keep the protein high, but nice, cheap, plant-based protein. So I'll make just a really simple lentil salad on the side of mac and cheese. So I'm just noting in a lentil salad and lentil salad. There we go. So this is where we're at so far, and I just keep going through. I know that with doing all the different desserts and doing a birthday party last night, our budget has been pushed higher in some places, so I'm going to keep us to the cheaper meals this week. So we've done 2 rice and beans. We've got mac and cheese with broccoli, lentil salad, no meat. I think we will do on Friday, so that's the night we're hosting for dessert, I think we will do a frittata. I love a frittata, eggs, whatever veggies we've got in the house, make a big frittata, and then we'll usually do it with potatoes, ketchup, mayo, everyone loves it. It's a nice, easy one, and any veg can get thrown in, so whatever's left, we can throw in a frittata. Okay, I wrote pizza in for breakfast by mistake. We'll move pizza to Saturday night. And then, okay, where are we at? So we've still got gaps. What dessert am I gonna make for 19 people? I want something that's kind of a universal, everyone will like, and then thinking about dietary things. I think we have someone with a gluten and a dairy allergy. So, okay, someone says, Everett says, Basque burnt cheesecake. You know, I would love to eat that. I don't want to prep that in my busy week. I feel like cheesecakes take a lot of work. I already did a lot of prep yesterday for birthday cake. I am thinking maybe a pavlova. Really, really simple, big meringue that has got eggs in it, but no gluten, no dairy. We could do a dairy-free whipped cream. The only thing I would think about that in this season is it's not berry season, and we try and do as local food as we can. No berries are growing locally at the moment, but maybe we would get some anyway. They're going to be very expensive for 19 people. So while the main part of the dessert doing pavlova would be cheaper, it's eggs and sugar, putting berries on top is going to be more expensive. I would do something like a crumble and ice cream, but that's not going to go down super well. Brownies. Yeah, a rhubarb crumble is so delicious. If I had rhubarb and I knew people would eat crumble, I feel like rhubarb is not everyone likes it. I think I'm going to do some brownies and a pavlova. So kids can maybe grab brownies. Adults will do pavlova. My kids actually love pavlova. We could even do a gluten and dairy-free brownie as well. So I'm going to write that in. Dessert for 19 is brownies and pavlova. That will cater to the number of people. It will cater to the dietary requirements. So we've got brownies and pavlova in there. Okay, so now I'm looking through and going, well, what do I have left? We just ate leftovers for lunch today. I did packed lunches for the kids. We ate leftovers for lunch. My husband had a staff lunch, so that was nice and easy. So we've got a lunch, a lunch, a lunch. Okay, a lot of lunches. This is where my mind blanks and I go, what do we even eat? And I pull out that master meal list, which I don't actually have with me, but sometimes I sit down and I get to this point and go, I have no idea what our family eats. What do we eat? So I think we're gonna do, we've got frittata, we've done rice and beans. I'm gonna do a soup. So I'm gonna do I think I have leeks coming in the veg box. So I'm gonna do a leek and potato soup. And I'm gonna hope there is enough to do 2 meals. Leek and potato soup, and make that so simply with just cooking up, boiling the potatoes and the leeks, and then blending them with salt and maybe some milk or cream. And I'm always amazed that it has good flavor, but it has such good flavor. It's so frugal. It's so easy. And we will do that with just sourdough. So we will do the same thing. This is a week where my brain needs simple. So we will do sourdough there as well. It is really good with double cream in it. So I think I will buy some double cream. We'll do just a really nice leek and potato soup, cream, sourdough. If I find some meat on sale, I may throw some meat in there. If I find some sausages on sale or something like that, I might throw that in as well. And then on Friday, I think we're going to do bagels, and I might, we've got frittata for dinner there. I don't really want to do bagels and eggs. Okay, so maybe I'll switch this around. So I'm going to switch around, and it's always switching things up. So we don't do eggs twice on this day. I'm going to put the mac and cheese. I'm going to switch the mac and cheese and the frittata around, and then we will do bagels and egg sandwiches. We'll do sourdough, bagels, fry some eggs, get some greens from the garden, and just we will make an easy Friday lunch. On Friday, my kids are home. They flexi school, so they're at school Monday through Wednesday and then at home Thursday, Friday, as well as my husband works from home. So lunches on Thursday and Friday are always bigger. We need a bit more food and a bit more of a proper substantial lunch. Sometimes when it's just me and the toddler, we'll get by with leftovers and a bit of this and a bit of that, which is what we did today. So, all right, so now I can look at this and go, I think all my lunches and dinners are taken care of. And often I won't fully plan breakfasts. I just want to know that there's enough food in the house, or I can look ahead at breakfast and go, oh, we need toast, we don't have bread. Gotta make some bread. So tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to do pancakes and yogurt. For Wednesday, we'll do pancakes and yogurt. On Thursday, we will do, oh, we might do granola again. I think we're going to have enough granola. So granola and milk and yogurt. And then we've got just 2 more breakfasts. Waffles, toast, and then maybe we'll throw in some more sourdough pancakes. We're a really kind of quick breakfast house most of the time. But I try and get more protein in if we can. Sourdough, whole wheat sourdough actually has a decent amount of protein, especially if we throw on a nut butter or something like that. But pancakes and yogurt definitely has a little bit more. Okay, UK dinner, which is usually not from the UK. Except the beans, which is a vegetable. Beans do count as one of your 5 a day. Once. They can't count as more than one, but they do count as one of your 5 a day, which I love. We get a lot of our protein from beans. Beans are often one of our 5 a day. We love them. So frugal, so rich in protein. We love them. They make up a good amount of our protein. Okay, so I think we've done all of everything. Here is our meal plan for the week. We've got rice, beans, and cabbage slaw tonight, then pancakes and yogurt for breakfast, then leek and potato soup with sourdough, broccoli, mac and cheese, lentil salad, more granola, repeat of soup, frittata, more pancakes, make sourdough bagels, egg sandwiches, waffles, pizza. Oh, so maybe we should switch Saturday night. If we're doing pizza, we'll do pizza 2 nights in a row. But you know what? No one in my family is going to care. So we will probably keep it like that. Brownies and pavlova for 19 people. That's going to be fun. And then what I will do is make this like my little personal assistant. So I'll go through and write any prep tasks that someone is going to need to do early. So if we're going to have a lot of sourdough pizza dough for Sunday night, we're going to need to start prepping that on Friday morning. So on Friday morning, I'm just going to say prep sourdough, because it's going to take a bit of time to bulk up my starter and get that all ready. So I've just made that little note there. And going through the week and doing that just means the mental load is taken off. I'm not thinking, what do we need to do? Or what needs to happen? Or we're not getting to a meal and going, shoot, that's not prepared. We've got to run out and grab something, which then pushes the cost up. So the mental load of meal planning, but also making sure it sticks to a budget, is gone, because we've sat down and done this for 10 minutes once a week. And I can go through and then just each day look at what meal plan is telling me to do. I want to make sure that we've used up everything in the to use up section, which cheese, rice, beans, cabbage, carrots will go in somewhere. I might throw them in the soup, or we might roast them and put them alongside the rice and beans and cabbage there. So we'll make sure everything is used up. And then lastly, I will go through and do my shopping list here from the meal plan. And if I find myself putting anything in the shopping list and I then realize it's not going to get used up, so maybe there's nothing on this week, but say I bought some fresh salsa or something, a jar, and we had it for one meal, I want to make sure that I adjust the meal plan so that the whole thing is going to get used up, so that nothing is going to waste. Because truly, statistically, waste of food is one of the huge reasons that people are spending more than they need to. Just eliminating that one thing makes such a difference. So I'm going to go through and write my shopping list, and then I take the whole thing, my shopping list and my meal plan, to the shops with me. Because if I see something that's on special or on sale, I will maybe switch something switch something up, or if I saw something desserty that was really reduced or on clearance, I might actually switch up that dessert for 19 people. Probably not, but I will then look at how I can fit things in rather than just grabbing things because they're cheap, which doesn't always save money. So that is my meal plan for the week. That is what we are looking at. And I will be back next week to do the same thing. Well done if you made a meal plan with me. That was a really simple, frugal one this week. So we will see how much we spend. I now know I've got 65, which feels like it will be manageable for this meal plan. So if I have some extra in the budget after buying what we need for this, I will probably throw in some more proteiny bits, some extra yogurt, some meat, or some extra eggs. Our ducks, we have ducks who lay us eggs, but we had a fox attack. So we lost one duck and another one was a little traumatized. She's making a great recovery, but she is not laying eggs at the moment. So we're down a little on eggs. So I'm about to spend a bit more on eggs to get us through the week with a good amount of protein. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna leave it there. That is this week's meal plan. If you want to download the little template, it's in the blog post linked below. And if you want to see a week of eating in our kitchen and be a fly on the wall, there is one of those videos linked below as well. All right. And if you want to see what actually this week looks like at the end of the week, hit follow and you will see that video when it's up.